Okay, today may be more of a reset, maybe chatty video. I've got a couple of points I want to bring up. I did have what I call a low day yesterday, more afternoon, because projects I didn't get completed, like I didn't get Daniel's bedroom sorted, didn't get the pegs decluttered, like so. Yes, I've got YouTube on at the moment, but I did say to Daniel last night, he looked at me and he said, "Mum, what's wrong?" And I said, "Oh, just feeling a bit down, don't feel as though I've accomplished anything, and obviously failed to do my jobs. I've tried not to be hard on myself, because obviously there are times when by you don't get things done, things happen, and we were tired yesterday and I didn't get my reset done. This is becoming a bit of a habit. This is what happened when we got home yesterday after we had a meal. We put the sleeping bag down, and underneath there's, obviously to pad it out, there's the quilt, cushion. Sometimes pillows come from downstairs, and because I was having a bit of a low moment, well, maybe a few moments yesterday, I did start crafting, and I think it was the guilt I felt that realistically I should have at least got the pegs decluttered. But hey ho, I'm feeling happier this morning, and I'll explain why. So this is basically what I want to accomplish today. I'm not going to overdo it because I didn't have a very good night. I think I was sort of tearing myself up what I didn't get done, rather than concentrating what I did get done. And again, I'll go back to that in a moment. So I want to just straighten up and reset the lounge. That won't take long. Yes, I was doing my arts and crafts, and I've been doing 2 of the books. I've got 2 more to do out of the 7, and this will be on another video. I don't think realistically my craft videos do very well on this channel, but it is something I like doing, and it's part of me, and it's the sort of thing that you know, it does relax me. So watching TV last night, did sort of start that jigsaw. Blankets, though, we didn't need them, you know. Sometimes, you know, when I've had a bath, you know, I just want to stretch out and everything, because there has been times, especially in May, when by, you know, I would just fall asleep down here and my son would leave me, or sleep on the sofa and just switch the TV off because it was just getting to sleep. This is probably one of those videos when you're feeling low and trying to get the motivation to get going. So I am only putting a few pieces on my to-do list today, and then we'll see how it goes. So the lounge is one. I'm not sure, I'm not putting my pegs on at the moment in the hall. And also I've got a you know, a mixed haul to do. I bought this unit yesterday. I'll go into that in more detail. Probably may not be today. My craft copy, not too bad because it's in the lounge. I did get laundry done yesterday, but it didn't get put away. So that is all on the table. And underwear I've got done. I just need to pair all the socks and everything up. And I've got a couple of little bags to sort out that I've took off the floor. But I do have empty floor space now. Excuse, I've got some marks on the carpet, but that's not on today's list. That is stuff that I need to do my mixed haul on. And then I've got some empty containers there, and I've got that bit that needs to be decluttered again. I don't think that's going to be today. And obviously I got the clearing up from doing the packing up for Daniel. So like I said, I'm going to put a few pieces down on my to-do list. I'm not going to go overboard. If I have more time or more energy and up to it, I will do. But this is going to be majority, I think, a reset day. And I'm not sure about that unit. I was hoping to get that done. I was supposed to have done it yesterday. I want to do it myself, which I still want to do. I've put one up before on my own, but it's nice to have somebody, you know, available if you struggle, but we'll see about that. So going back to my comment when I said at the start of this video, when Daniel asked me what's up, and I said I haven't accomplished what I wanted to get done yesterday, I wrote down, after I uploaded my video for reorganising the wardrobes and that comment video, which I've already done this morning, I wrote down what I actually did yesterday, and I was actually surprised. I used to do this regularly, but mostly I had to do to-do lists of things I need to get done. But like I said, I sort of, as hubby used to say, I wing it yesterday. So let me show you the list, and I was actually quite surprised. And if I'd done this last night, I probably would have appreciated myself more and thinking, well, yes, I did accomplish something, but I didn't. So I might go back to that sort of planning, write down what I've accomplished if I haven't done what I was originally going to do, if that makes sense. And you might be surprised yourselves what you've actually done. It might be that you've been out at work all day, or you've entertained your kids all day, especially with the summer holidays coming up. But let me show you the list that I made just a few minutes ago, actually, before I started this video, to explain what I actually did yesterday. Right, so this is something that you can do. I used to do this a lot when I used to get overwhelmed, but like I said, I really wish I'd done this last night. I might have actually surprised myself, because I did surprise myself this morning. Things like, this is the list of, I just run quickly through my day from yesterday. Filled car up, got rid of everything except for those 2 jackets. Like 3 of these, the first 3 are all really connected. So yes, I got rid of all that clothing, all those bags from the dining room floor. Go to recycle plant to get rid of a lot of, especially the work clothes and everything. And visit family. This was in a loop, obviously. Load the car. This is how I plan things usually. And I did this, you know, it wasn't actually planned. I normally plan things, but it just happened because this is the way I normally roll. Went to the recycle plant, which was on the way of going out of town to visit family, which we spent a few hours there. Done basics, because through the day I did actually do my basics. Cooked a meal and cleared up, although I didn't do the drying up. I've got to put my pots away. On the way back from visiting family, we did pop it. Well, I went into B&M. Daniel stayed in the car. That comes down to a mixed haul. I got a few bits, including that unit. And then we got the laptop out, and Daniel booked to go to Norfolk again, and we booked the holiday, and that's all been paid for and everything dealt with that. And at the same time, I requested my medication online, and then I did crafting through the evening, watching TV, and I nearly finished 2 more of the mini books, and these were the 2 Hello Kitty books for 2 sisters. So I've only got 2 more books of that to do. Watch TV with Daniel. When I've looked at that, there is a lot there. And I surprised myself by doing that. I mean, a lot of us do things like packing up, cooking a meal, laundry, tidying up, these sort of things. And then you get to the end of the day, especially if you've got a lot going on in your life and everything, with full-time working, family and everything, kids, you name it, homework, been there, done that. You think, gets to the end of the day, you're tired and you're thinking, I haven't accomplished anything. But it's those things that revolve that you do every day and don't necessarily realise what you're doing because you do it automatically, if that makes sense. So I've done that. I've already uploaded that video that I couldn't do yesterday, so that's gone up this morning. And then after thinking about it, I did that 4 or 5 minute video just to explain the previous video. So this will probably go up tomorrow, either this or the mixed haul. So I've already done a couple of things already. I need to get dressed. Yes, I'm still in my pyjamas and my lounge top, but that is going to be priority after I finish this little bit, is to get dressed. I want to tidy up the lounge. I want to declutter and remove everything off the dining room table, which includes laundry, and want to get my laundry done. So a lot of these bits with the reset and everything will actually come under basics anyway. It's just something that I didn't actually do my reset last night. I will try and get back into that habit. Some days I do, some days I don't, or evenings, mornings, whichever works, obviously for myself or for you. So this list, I'm looking at it, I should have realised, I did accomplish quite a bit, even if I didn't get the items I wanted to get done. So today, reset day, and I'll write down, obviously, just some bullet points of things I want to get done today, which is mostly just putting things away, which will actually come under basics anyway. So I'm going to leave it here because I need to go and get dressed and get on with my day. So I'm going to get dressed, and this is what I'm going to wear. So this is what I've decided to wear. I love this top, it's so comfortable. I've got my black stretchy leggings on. I've kept my fluffy socks on them at the moment because they were clean on. I'm not planning to actually go out today, not necessarily anyway. So the next thing, because I have actually had my breakfast, I've had my coffee, I've watched a little bit of YouTube. So now the next job is to make the beds and maybe open the windows. I've got to open the curtains there and get his bed done as well. So that's the next thing on my list. So many people have said if you make your bed, then your room looks 100% better. I tend to do this. I did have it airing, but it was a little bit cool this morning. But I have opened my bedroom window and Daniel's while I was making the beds anyway. So it leaves it a little bit airing there. So that's my bed done, and also obviously Daniel's. So this is probably not going to be a clean video. It's just like a reset, just putting things away and everything. Things realistically, I've said this before, if you put things away, it takes 1 minute or less, just do it. But sometimes you just have those moments, it gets to the end of the day, like I had quite a low day or afternoon yesterday and evening, and yeah, I couldn't be bothered. But like I said, I'd accomplished some things. One thing I didn't mention, I did wash all of Daniel's work clothes, and I had to put them on the line. Then I had to put my machine on an empty wash, though that was something else that was done yesterday that I didn't actually think about until I actually was making his bed and seeing the empty coat hanger. So yeah, so that is a plus. So that's how I normally start the day. And I say very often, if you just put things away as and when, which I often do, you don't get in such a mess, but you do still get clutter spots. I do all the time, and I try and adjust them, or address them I should say, to get those items put away, or find places or system that works for that space. But I know when things are working, when I can do my basics in like 30 minutes to an hour, even if it's spread through the day, but about an hour. That's the 30-minute tidy up, 10 item pickup, and laundry. Let's face it, laundry and 10 item pickup can be done within the 30 minutes tidy up, which means obviously including making the beds. So I'm trying not to fast forward my video, just explain what I'm planning to do. Like the lounge is going to be decluttered. I've got a bit of paperwork on the coffee table, jumpers need to go up, backpack has to be put away, clear all the floor, take the crafting stuff back into my desk in my cubby, due to the fact that's something I'm still working on. I've got the calendar. It's things like I said that takes 1 minute or less, just do it. I've got the calendar under the laptop because we were booking holidays, and my son Daniel wanted to book holiday from work, so he's working out dates, plus the holiday we're going to Norfolk in September. So this is the next sort of job, to clear the lounge. So it's not what I call pretty perfect, but I have straightened up and done everything I wanted to in the lounge. While watching YouTube, I did straighten the lounge up when it came to adverts. If I had anything to remove from the room, I did. I put DVDs away, put the paperwork away off of the coffee table. As you can see, I put the bed in there. That large cushion I put over there because sometimes I do sit on the floor, and as you know, I've put 2 jobs off that I might start doing in the evenings again, like sorting out all the pieces for the Svaling family and everything. I have got to empty the bin. It is rubbish day tomorrow, so and it's general rubbish, so I need to go around and empty all the bins. So I've got laundry to put away and to clear the table, and pair up the socks and put those away. I want to at least remove and do my mixed haul. Like I said, I don't know if it'll go before this video or after. That may include the unit, but I've put actually making off the unit till tomorrow, but we'll see. And I've got some storage there that needs to go back upstairs in my decor cupboard that's now empty. So that is the next job on my list, and this is how it looks now. I have cleared the dining room. It has been, I don't know how long, months, that I have actually managed to clear the floor. This has taken me off and on the rest of the day. Normally, as I said, about half an hour to an hour a day, unless I'm specifically doing a chore or a project or anything, but I really want to get this done. I've put one little bin from under the table in the big shed, which hopefully will go to the charity shop next. I've got one box under there, further under, that's the internal bow that I'm getting rid of, but there's no way that's going to go to the tip if the charity shop won't take it. I would have to find somewhere to go, else I'll be in tears. I don't mind getting rid of it, but no way am I going to let that go. But as you can see, I have cleared up. I've actually put the washing up away from last night, wiped all the work surface. I have wiped the work surfaces, but excuse me, I haven't cleaned or hoovered as such. That was not what today was about. Today was about, could you call it decluttering? Mostly putting things away that should have been put away, or I've left in piles, or say hot spots or anything, and mostly a reset. I did change the runner over. This one was originally on there, that one was on here, but I like that because it all matches up. And obviously the spare tumble dryer, I did actually, when I was moving things out, this is how long it's been that I've not pulled things out. I have been finding bits that belong to the Svalin family and things, but I need to pull everything out. But that's not what today was about. Today was about, you know, just tidying up. Say, excuse all the bits on the carpet and the dust. That will be for another day. But to tell you the truth, this is making me feel a lot better than it did yesterday. I think looking around, I knew there was a lot of bits and pieces, but I was out most of last week. We was out most of the weekend, or Friday and Sunday. Saturday I spent the day actually doing the wardrobes, which I haven't quite finished, and I haven't done other things, but I'm really happy. I've ticked all my boxes off my to-do list, and it's just coming up to 4:15 now. I need, the last thing I want to do, I've ticked all my boxes. One thing I've got left to do is actually the mixed haul, but I'm going to do that now, and then maybe I might build that little unit. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I said to Daniel when I put it in the car yesterday after going to B&M, after visiting, I said, if you remember, I did the little white unit that's in my cubby at the back, that stores all my papers now, and I remember it took me about an hour, and hubby was laughing his socks off because it would have took him about probably 10 minutes. Then I couldn't work out why something was going wrong. I was putting something upside down. I got there, but it did take me a long time. But I was so proud of myself for doing it. So that's the idea. This is about getting things done, motivation, especially if you don't feel like it. I have started a mini list of pieces that need doing. Some of these might only take a couple of minutes, but they're silly. Some of them are silly things. I might need advice from family members, like my father-in-law is brilliant at gardening and caravanning. So we're going to get a little bit of sort of advice from him about certain things in that way. I've got some female friends where their husbands are into DIY and everything and decorating. You know, it's all these sort of things. I know you can get things off of the internet, you know, YouTube and everything, but sometimes I said to Daniel, and even he agreed that yes, you can get them off of YouTube, but it'd be nice to have that little bit of support, even if we want to try and attempt some of these jobs ourselves that we haven't actually tried. It's just knowing that we have got somebody there, or somebody we can, you know, sort of seek advice. Nothing dangerous, wouldn't obviously do plumbing or electrics or anything like that, but some other bits and pieces, that was what hubby used to take care of. But like I said, I'm really happy, and to tell you the truth, even moving just those pieces from over there and all the stuff that's gone to the charity shop and the tip and under the chairs, it's made a big difference. There's, I say, things that I can do while watching TV. You know, like sometimes I have the sleeping bag on the floor or that cushion, because this is all thick with dust, because our granddaughter was going to help me clean it all this weekend, but we ended up going out of town to their home instead. But she hasn't been too good, one thing or another, so we just popped in and took the stuff that needed to go there. So normally I have a packet of baby wipes for her so she can wipe it, because it's really dusty, but I can always do that sort of thing sitting watching TV in the evening. And yeah, look at the little bear there. Yeah, things will be coming up. As I said before, I have got a few little clutter spots, like at the edge of the sink and everything, and I've still got those candlesticks up there. You know, not sure yet what I'm going to do with them. I've got me coat pegs. That's a project that's going to go on my list. Probably can get my list done, and then maybe pick one or two little things off. You know, maybe at least one a day. I've just put the vase are there at the moment due to the fact I didn't want it breaking, but I've seen different things. I just want something rustic that comes out, and I will be doing a bit of decluttering. Like these I've had out for months and they haven't been switched on, so I might just pack those up for the winter and put the vase away, so that's something that could be decluttered. And again, I've still got the bins to empty around the home, and yes, in between, why it's taken me quite a while, I'm still watching YouTube off and on, but like again, I am really pleased how everything's turned out, and now I've just got to do that mixed haul, then I'm finished for the day. But this video I'm going to finish here. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.